31, Jake McCarthy.
First pitch of the night here is taken for ball one as we are underway in Toronto.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Three and 0 now. Gary Sanchez is on deck.
Hey.
3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Two pitch. That's popped up. Chapman into foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
The first with it is Wheeler. To the plate now, Gary Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Now the 2-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Barehanded for one. On to first, and they get them both. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
0-1.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Corbin Burns gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
The next batter will be Luis Robert. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
up for the Jays, the center fielder, Luis.
From the stretch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base,
Batting
and that's
second.
just what they did right
The
there.
left fielder.
Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
One.
Stepping in now, Stephen Kwan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's out number 2.
Batting third.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Matty, Luis Robert is certainly a guy we need to watch in this one. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground, and that is off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very
Batting
often.
fourth. The catcher, number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
2 out here and a runner at second. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Ready with the 3-1.
3 ball, 2 strikes.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Very weakly on the ground. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Here's the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-0. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
The 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
McNeil over at second. Jansen at first. 2 out in the inning. That finds the zone, a called strike.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks of this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0.
2-0. If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way.
Yeah.
Freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Second inning coming up from Toronto. The Jays are out in front, 2-0. Second inning set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Byron Buxton.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Buxton, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first-rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Kwan is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
That is it. The second base.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
One out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Oh, that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. The 1-1 home. There's a fastball looked at for a strike. Like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Runner goes for second, and it's fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. In now, Eugenio Suarez. Swinging a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Maybe a rug burner, too, after that one as we get another look at it here. We're back to Toronto after this. Bottom of the inning now. And coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander.
The right fielder, Anthony.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
The 1-1 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. And there's one away.
Batting 8. The designated hitter.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Brandon Drury will bat next as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Skied into straightaway right. Gallo is there, 2 down.
Batting 9. The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Gallo is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. More from Toronto in just a moment. Here's Joey Gallo now. His career line against Wheeler, just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Low for ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
No strike.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in next, Christian Vasquez. First offering. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Gallo gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he got him.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like you did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Into the box now, Jake McCarthy, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He singled to open up the ball game. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Gary Sanchez is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. Here's the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gary Sanchez.
So 2 down and a runner at first. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Tapped up the first baseline. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now at the plate here is Luis Robert looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Now the pitch.
Nope. 1-1. Nope.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Vasquez. Throw down to first, 1 away. Next to bat for Toronto, Stephen Kwan. He bounced out last time up. First pitch on its way. Kwan is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So here's Jeff McNeil as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. That's 3-0 now. Danny Jansen would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Had the red light there, and it's 3-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, number 9.
And now here is Danny Jansen. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
McNeil is off of first with 2 away. A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball,
I'll
1
tell you,
strike.
if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too
2
aggressive.
balls, 1 strike.
And he misses 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto, but they're on top 2-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And now here's Nate Lowe.
The first baseman, Nate Lowe.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Stepping up is Byron Buxton. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. A shot down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Next to dig in, Jazz Chisholm, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Twins cut the lead in half here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Runner at first with 2 gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. From the stretch. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner on first with 2 away. 0-2 the count to Suarez.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Twins 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First delivery to him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Guerrero, a Canadian native. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. Got him off balance there as he reaches for one and grounds it to second. And there's one down now.
Now batting, shortstop,
Next, it'll be Bo Bichette. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there, you thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCarthy is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Two balls, two strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch on its way. Joey Gallo is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Not close. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Now here it comes. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get it popped to strike is tough.
Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
The count is 1-2.
Gallo on at first, nobody out. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate now, Jake McCarthy, high in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gary.
So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They're down 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and into bat next, it'll be Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury.
Here it comes.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Pull, that's inside. Ball.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
And it's a full count. 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
Been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. A bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Robert.
At the plate now is Luis Robert. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Two runs on 2 hits and no errors in the game for Toronto. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2.
I got the count. 2 and 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So here is Stephen Kwan, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Robert, the runner at first with 2 gone. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And this is popped up near second base. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Nate Lowe digging in now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And that one yanked just foul.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
Count
As the
1-0.
first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-0.
No, that's low.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th.
Inside
now.
ball 3.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
Pitch. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So stepping in is Jazz Chisholm, trying here to plate the tying run from second.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
No balls and 1 strike. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled away.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Ready with the 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Go the other way. This is looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Carlos.
Striding in is Carlos Correa. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. He's set and the pitch.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Santander grabs it to retire the side. Twin strand a pair. They still trail it here 2-1. Stepping in for the Jays, Jeff McNeil. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
He's set. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. McNeil, 28 years old. He was a 12th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Danny Jansen, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Randy Dobnak, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Randy Dobnak.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still lead it 2-1. Anthony Bass is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Joey Gallo. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Minnesota, the left fielder, Jake.
Up next for Minnesota, Jake McCarthy. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kwon gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Our score remains 2-1. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Bichette. And now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope,
Too much
that's a ball.
dip on the sinker. Laid off for a
One
ball.
one strike.
Dobnak is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from
Now
a young
batting,
arm like
right
that.
fielder,
If you could spot your
Anthony.
pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
At the plate, Anthony Santander. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Ball 2.
Count.
And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Fouled away. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that
Ball
misses
4.
for ball 4.
First thing.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brandon.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next it'll be Brandon Drury. From the stretch as he puts it on the ground to third, fielded cleanly, and indeed no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So next to bat will be Matt Chapman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it 2-1. Daniel Bard has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52.
All set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Gary Sanchez. Now the first pitch. Bard, a veteran at 35 years of age, who was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, It's a tough pitch to keep fair.
0-2, here it is. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Pitch on the way. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
In now, Nate Lowe. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
Count is 3-1.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The batter, the center fielder.
Next up is Byron Buxton. First pitch of the AB now. He'll lay off the slider too low, ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1-0 pitch. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
plate now, Jazz Chisholm. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Misses, ball two.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 2-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike two.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. McNeil will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number two.
The batter, number one, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Next up, Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Grounded, foul. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Two and 2. Here it is. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Rogers Center following this break. Twins strand a pair. They're down 2-1. Aaron O'Day is on the pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Aaron O'Day.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And in the bat next is Luis Robert.
The center fielder, Luis Robert.
First pitch on the way. Popped him up. Correa is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next, it'll be Steven Kwan. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. O'Day, a 6'4" right-hander. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Low roller, and he barehands it. Safe. Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out, so there'll be a runner aboard with 1 gone. Standing in now, Jeff McNeil, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Kwan stands at first with 1 out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 9.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. From the stretch, here's the pitch, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two out with the man at first. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here on 2-0 as this is foul tipped straight back and into the catcher's mask, as you can hear that one from way up here. There he goes. Pitch outside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. We're back to Toronto after this. Eric Swanson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 50, Eric.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez for his career in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
0-1.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. A couple of walks for him thus far. Now the 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
2-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss, strike one.
You got 2 balls, 1
You
strike.
got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
We got full count.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Try it again, 3-2. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Big win here. Airtight defense. The pitching was pretty good, too. It's kind of weird. Very rarely are you going to win very many games when you only get 3 hits. Timely hitting, good pitching, and big defense still can win you ball games.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler earns the victory on the mound. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.